Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. This is Living Divinity. I want to thank all my subscribers. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you. And I want to thank God for this channel that I can speak to everybody and help them find their way and help them get through some tough times. Okay, so I'm going to begin by reading in the Bible. I'm on Isaiah 2, the mountain of the Lord. This is what Isaiah son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the last days. The mountain of the Lord's temple will be established as chief among the mountains. It will be raised above the hills, and all nations will stream to it. Many peoples will come and say, "Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob. He will teach us his ways, so that we may walk in his path. The law will go out from Zion, the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. He will judge between the nations and will settle disputes for many people. They will beat their swords with plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation will not take up sword against nation, nor will they train for war anymore. Come, O house of Jacob, let us walk in the light of the Lord." That was Isaiah 1 through Isaiah 2, 1 through Isaiah 2, 5. Okay, so first we got a couple cards from the Native Spirit. And the first one is Spirit Keeper of the North. It's kind of a dark card. Let's see. Well, you can see it a little bit better that way, I think. Okay. Spirit Keeper of the North. Take time for contemplation, turn within, connect with your ancestors, incubate ideas, mend relationships, watch your dreams, meditate. The answers are inside you, wanting or waiting to be heard. Stay warm, create dreams for your future, repair whatever is broken in your home and your life. Forgive those people and situations that you've been dragging around for a while. Your native spirit wants you to know, in the medicine wheel, the north is the direction that symbolizes the darkest time of night, the coldest part of winter, the dark of the moon. It also represents the elder time of life and even a time of endings. Pulling the Spirit Keeper of the North indicates that it's time to take measure of your life, explore what's working and what's not working, what and whom do you need to release. It's also the time to make repairs in your physical environment as well as make repairs to your body. Additionally, this is the time to begin to dream and make plans regarding your future. Your ancestors are close at this time. Call on them. They want to help you. If you live in the southern hemisphere, draw the card. Read the Spirit Keeper of the South instead, because the meanings are reversed, which doesn't apply to us. But the journey: stand outdoors at night, facing north, inhale the darkness, sink into your own depths in the stillness. Ancient wisdom emerges. Next, we have the peace pipe. And I'm going to put this back now. Okay, the peace pipe. Card meaning heal old wounds with people and situations. Carefully do whatever you need to do to make amends. Forgive yourself and forgive others. It's time. You no longer need to carry the burden. You are a mender. Help others mend bridges in their lives. You bring peace to the world. Your native spirit wants you to know. In native tradition, sharing a peace pipe filled with sacred tobacco and herbs was a way of finding common ground and dropping discord. It was a respite in order to calmly assess a situation and find a peaceful resolve. There are times to drop everything and leave. There are also times to carefully mend bridges with people, situations, and places. This is one of those healing times. Maybe there is a wound inside you that needs to be forgiven or accepted. Maybe you need to forgive yourself or forgive another. Transform the inner grievance. Do it now. You don't need to forgive the act, but there's power in forgiving the person. You no longer need to carry it with you. Perhaps there's a person from your past with whom you should reconnect. You know what you need to do. This is the time to do it. The journey, write down the answer to these questions. If there was an area of my life to which I need to bring peace, what might it be? What's the first step that I need to take toward resolving a rift with another or a feeling of unfinished regarding a person or situation? Then take action. So it's 2 cards about forgiving. And we're all guilty of leaving things unsaid. And it's hard to come back from sometimes. Sometimes your timing's unfortunate. Sometimes the people pass on before you have a chance to make up with them. So everybody has a different journey and everybody's situation's different. So now I'm gonna go with the Archangel Power Tarot cards. And we're going to go one by one. So the first one we have is the 7 of Michaels. There is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all details. Let me see. 7 of Michael. Okay, there is a better course of action available. Ask yourself, what am I really trying to accomplish? Think about whether working alone on this project is a good idea. Is your unique point of view providing creative solutions, or is it causing you to miss important details? Go over the details again. Your angels want you to be a success in this endeavor and are giving you a heads up with this card. There's probably more going on here than meets the eye. Someone may have ulterior motives, additional meanings, the need for caution, poor timing, running away. Next, we have the Sun. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. Major Arcana. Life is wonderful. Great things are headed your way and your plans will succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Keep your thoughts and your words positive and you will thrive. Believe in yourself and those around you during this magical time in your life. Archangel Uriel brings brilliant epiphanies to those who ask for help. Inspiring new ideas lead the way to abundance and happiness. Public recognition or rewards are also very possible during this time. Additional meanings: happiness, a trustworthy relationship, understanding oneself, personal satisfaction. Uriel is the archangel known for brilliant ideas that come in golden flashes of light. He is also associated with emotional healing and understanding. Call upon Archangel Uriel whenever you're searching for a sunny disposition that brings with it success and exuberance. So, is it possible that someone was going through something and they weren't sure how to handle it, and they need to actually review the details instead of running away? And being afraid of success, knowing that maybe your idea that you have on your mind is untapped. It's an untapped point of view because your point of view has not been put out here. If you happen to want to be like a tarot reader, you might be able to be at a vantage point where you automatically look at a situation from higher ground or a different perspective. Having success, it comes with responsibility. It comes with making sure that you operate on the up and up, and everything you just move through step by step through the process of whatever project you're working on, from point A to point B to the finished, right? So now we have the Ace of Ariel. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. So as I was saying, you might have an idea about doing something and you might have a different perspective than the normal. So your information would be very helpful to somebody, and you just have to have faith in yourself and know that you're going to do all the research you can to learn whatever it is that you want to get into, and it will be a success, especially when it comes from the heart space, right? All right, let's see. Ace of Raphael. This is the beginning of a new and positive emotional experience in your life. It may be a new person you become very close to, or a situation that fills you with joy. Often this card signifies the start of a romantic relationship or renewed romance within your current relationship. You may find yourself falling in love or making a deep and personal connection with a new friend. Profound and lasting spiritual insights are possible at this time. Trust your intuition to lead you to happiness. Additional meanings: spiritual revelations, a gift from someone dear. Home is where the heart is. Okay, so we have a 7, and then we go to the major arcana, the Sun, and then next is the Ace of Raphael, and now we have the Lovers. Make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. Archangel Raphael, major arcana 6. This card encourages you to follow your heart. Deep-felt emotions are likely to be experienced as a key relationship enters your life. This could be a romantic partnership that leads to marriage, or someone you feel a very close but platonic connection with. Either way, this is an individual you can trust completely, and the relationship is likely to be life-changing in a very positive way. Archangel Raphael can help you manifest the soulmate relationship or deep friendship that you desire. This card can also indicate an extremely important choice that needs to be made. This decision should be made from the heart with absolute devotion to the outcome and without reservation. If there is any questions in your mind as to how to proceed, then you must take time to weigh the matter and choose carefully. Additional meanings: the power of love, the need for careful deliberation, a fork in the road, recovery from a physical ailment. Archangel Raphael is the angel who watches over those who are seeking a soulmate. Whether the desired relationship is romantic, a close friend, or even career-based, Raphael can help you make the perfect connection. He is also known as the angel who protects our physical health. Call upon him when you or someone you know isn't feeling well and needs healing. Okay. Next, we have Major Arcana 16, Change Your Life. So it appears so far that the Seven of Michael, sevens usually are something like they're cunning, they're experienced, they're skilled. Yet the Sun and the Ace and the Lovers, it talks about well, the Lover says everything. The Lover says that you're wanting a new beginning, or a new beginning is coming with the Ace of Raphael. And the Sun, you feel like the person who you are in love with, or is in love with you, or both, you see each other as the Sun, and it's probably a divine union, right? It's probably a twin flame, okay, if you use that term, because the Sun, the new beginning, and the Lovers, that's really quite something. So now you're getting Change Your Life, Archangel Chamuel, which means you have things in your life that you need to make adjustments or cut out. It's going to be different for every situation. Or, you might want to speak your piece with people around you. Okay. It's time to change your life. This card represents a need to leave behind old belief systems and ways of doing things that have become stale and out of date. When this card represents itself, the universe is telling you that you can no longer procrastinate on making the changes that you know in your own heart you need to make. Suddenly, everything is crystal clear to you. Change is inevitable if you're to grow and evolve. Embrace the new direction in your life as liberating and exciting. You needn't go through this transformation alone. Archangel Chamuel can help you find the new path and meaning in your life that you long for. Additional meanings: awakening, a sudden revelation that offers freedom, unexpected transformation, life experiences. Archangel Chamuel is said to observe the world from a very high vantage point. This gives him the ability to see opportunities that you may be missing. Call upon Archangel Chamuel whenever you're searching for something. With his super angelic vision, he can clearly find a path that will lead your life in a new and exciting direction. Again, what happens is you're converting yourself from the norms of the regular world. And when you decide that you probably always had this gut feeling of wanting to do some sort of humanitarian work, whether it be oceans, taking care of the ocean, taking care of the waters, taking care of the land or the air. You could like to garden. You could like to help people, maybe like say in a hospital setting, you might want to spend time with elderly or young children, or I mean, it could be humanitarian work is such a broad thing, feeding the homeless, food banks. But what happens is, if you're already on course in the regular world, and you're doing that kind of work that pays your bills but doesn't really satisfy you any longer, it's time for you to change and find something that feels good for your heart, right? So what happens there is you do get a lot of people who try to talk you out of it. And they do that because, honestly, they don't have the guts to make the move. So if you decide, this is what I'm going for, I'm not going to let anybody stop me, it makes them look at themselves. How come Paul over here was able to take that leap of faith, and look at him now? He had to go through a little bit of struggle or whatever, and now he's really, you could see he's very passionate about it, and you could see him glow, and he can't help but to attract the people to him that can help him on his path. And that's just something that I have found, that I know that I have to work to actually find my soul tribe. So this is an outlet for me, and my subscribers are part of my soul tribe, right? So I'm building up my brand, and I give God all the praise, and I feel like it makes my ancestors happy that I'm doing this work, because it's generational for me. It's just generational for our family, our bloodline, to be of service to the community in one way or the other. So you just have to make your moves, but no one can tell you what it is that you want to do. No one can tell you to go or to not go. It's always your decision, and no one can tell you when to go or when not to go. But the thing is you have to realize it takes bravery. Maybe some people might call it stupidity. I don't know. A lot of people can do the 8 to 5 for 30 or 40 years, and they're perfectly happy with that. And I'm sure they're providing some sort of service, but out of the 144, there's certain people that are destined to do more. That's just the way it is, So moving forward, your next card is the 3 of Gabriel. Prosperity arises from wise planning, time to take the next step, optimistic plans that turn out as expected. 3 of Gabriel. You've made some good choices, and now your ship is coming in. As you wait for it to dock, it's an excellent time to consider your next steps. Long-term planning is a good idea. What is your next adventure? What actions are required in order to make that endeavor a reality? You may need to travel for business purposes. Review your options while you keep your enthusiasm high. The work you've done so far will yield fantastic results, so there's no need to worry. If it takes a little while for you to get a return on your financial or energetic investments, just have patience, self-confidence, teamwork, optimism, and expected outcome. So it's always good to prepare. It's always good to, dot your I's and cross your T's, and, keep it moving. And when you have any obstacles, you just gotta figure out the best way around it, and make the changes that you need to make. Sort of like I don't know, I think of our life is like a role, right? We're playing a role in this game of life, and when you're the main character, you know, because it's your life, right? You're the main character. Who are the people around you that are going to help you? Who are the people around you that's going to cause you problems? Who are the people around you that's actually going to give you their best advice? Who's going to be there for you that you could just have a conversation with and come up with your own finish, you know, your own breakthrough through all the information that you receive. And you never want to take to heart one person, and you could, you know, build a bond with that person, and you could really trust that person, and maybe that person does have a lot of ideas, but in the end, ultimately, it's your life. You have to make your decisions, and you have to live with your decisions. So playing the blame game, it really doesn't work. And I found out that we're all responsible in one way or another. So we just need to like cop to it and learn to do better, learn to know better, learn to do better, do more research, do more meditations, whatever it might be. 4 of Raphael, there are additional options available to you. Your situation may seem to you to be limited or not what you'd hoped for, but there is more than meets the eye. Opportunities are presenting themselves, but your focus is too narrow, so you aren't seeing them. Open your eyes to all the possibilities. Life may seem to be lacking in magic and excitement, but there's a great shot here at enlightenment. Spend time in meditation with the knowledge that any delusionment you feel is meant to urge you into self-reflection, leading to a happier life. Awareness of your emotions, taking things for granted, missing the point. So I love these cards that have the writing on it, and the books are so full of information, and it just really gives you a different perspective, you know. When you're going through something that's really not your cup of tea, you know, which could be a lot of people's not cup of tea, but it's all happening for a reason. It's helping you build your character. It's helping you to learn lessons. It's helping you to carry the wisdom into your future and use it as discretionary measures per se. When that same situation or something close to it happens to happen again. Okay, 9 of Michael. Your worry is unnecessary. So the 4 of Raphael and the 9 of Michael seem very similar. The 7 of Michael sounded a little bit negative, like you're running away from something. But so far, all the cards are really positive, and they have a positive outlook through a terrible time, which is, I think, the 4 of Raphael and the 9 of Michael. But let me read it for you. Your worry is unnecessary. The worst case scenarios you're playing over and over in your mind are unlikely to come true. Free yourself from this form of self-punishment by turning to the power of positive thinking. Release all feelings of regret, guilt, and anxiety to your angels. Consider speaking to a trusted friend who can help you find an objective point of view. Ask your angels for nights of restful sleep and pleasant dreams. Refocus your thoughts on the outcomes that you're hoping for. Additional meaning of this card, darkest before the dawn, questioning past choices, stress. So relieve yourself from stress. Don't be too hard on yourself. They say people are their worst critics, right? We have to try to be a little easier with ourselves, yet in the midst of all the happenings, take time to really think about what we're going to say about it, how are we going to react? Change our wording, change our thought process, and take a negative to a positive. Okay, now we have Major Arcana Epiphany, Archangel Raziel. So let me read that to you. Joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. Okay, it's a 9. Major Arcana. This card signals that you're on a quest to discover your true self. Meditation and quiet time provide great insight into the nature of your own heart and your life purpose. This is not a time of loneliness, but of inner joy in exploring your divine light within. You may find a mentor who magically shows up at the right moment. It could also be that it's time for you to share your own spiritual journey with others who are seeking a mentor. Archangel Raziel holds up his lantern of enlightenment to welcome you to the starry mountaintop where self-discovery awaits. Additional meanings: consider life's mysteries, spend quiet time alone, be a light to others, heed your own counsel. Wise advice is coming your way. Archangel Raziel watches over spiritual teachers and students who are looking for insight or to tap into their own inner knowledge. You can call upon him to assist you in understanding complicated metaphysical concepts. If you're finding it difficult to meditate, ask Archangel Raziel to help quiet your mind and allow your angels and guides to bring you the spiritual insights you're seeking. So as well, when you choose God, when you choose to walk a path such as a tarot reader, any spiritual healer, you automatically receive, like special protection. It'll come to a point where people who don't belong in your circumference, they don't belong in your little circle, they'll stay far, far, far away from you. Now, on their end, they'll put it like, oh, she's weird. Oh, she's not all there. They'll say all these different reasons, and it's because they're operating at their lower selves, not at their higher selves. When you ask God to come into your heart and you ask for the healing and you ask for the knowledge and you ask for the insights, you're connecting through your chakras with the universe, with the Heavenly Father. And I can tell you that I've commanded people to go away from me, and they actually left. I've come so close to being really hurt, like getting hit by a car. It's happened a few times, and God makes sure that the angels come right at the right time to keep me safe. I've had it to where my car really should have broke down on the back road that I traveled like 50 or 60 miles an hour on, and it didn't break until I parked it, went into work, and came out, and then moved the car. That's when the whole tire fell off of the car. And in reality, it really should have came off as I was driving, because it was the mounting towards the, I don't even know what part it's called, but is it the struts or something, where the frame comes out and then you hook the tire on that part. That whole metal assembly just crumbled. So I've had plenty of times when I really should have died, but God has been there for me, even before I asked for spirituality to come into my life. And it's just amazing when you look back and you see the things that led you up to who you are now, and the miracles that you took for granted. It's it gives you a different you just see life very differently. Next we have the Seven of Raphael, and this is the one with the buckets. So choose your bucket, and it's telling you to make a decision and be clear what you want. And you need to detoxify, whether you're eating the wrong foods, having drugs or alcohol, smoking cigarettes. You could detox from, you could detox from using cuss words too much. Anything that's affecting your spirit. So your spirit has to be aligned with the heavens, right? It has to be aligned with God's purpose for you. So all these things that are of the world, you have to learn to eat more raw foods. You need to eat less meat, and you have to make sure your body is cleansed. Mind, body, and soul cleansing is a detox, right? Okay, let's see. Seven of Raphael, you pick a bucket and it'll tell you which chakra you need to work on, or you might want to just work on all the chakras. And you can Google that. Chakras, which ones are they, and what can you do to strengthen them? Okay, so reading it now. Raphael. Seven of Raphael. Time to make a decision. You may feel the situation is too complicated, but further research will reveal the right course of action. Intuition provides useful guidance on how to sort through all the possible choices. Listen to your inner voice. Don't be lulled into daydreams. Get clear on what you want and then take action without looking back. If you're drawn to a particular bucket on the card, the chakra color holds meaning and guidance in making your choices. Additional meanings: unrealistic expectations, procrastination, confusion, indulging in excesses, a need for detox. Okay, we're 38 minutes in and we have about 10 cards to go. Next, we have the Eight of Raphael. There's something better waiting for you. So you see the girl's going up the path. Well, she's contemplating it. Looks like she wants to make a change. And the Eight of Raphael is letting her know that there's better for you out there. Man or woman, whoever this message is for. There's something better waiting for you. The ways in which you've evolved have you convinced that there must be more to life, and there is. The inward search for answers is rewarded at this time. It's time to leave the past behind and embrace a brand new you. This choice is not forced upon you, but is of your making. Your past experiences have been very important in helping you understand who you are. Be grateful for what you've learned and build upon it. A relocation or change in your job or relationship is possible at this time. Additional meanings: a journey, a spiritual quest, doing what you know is right for you, a change of interest. And as long as you're a working person and making good money, as long as you're willing to share all that, you'll have so many friends. the minute you say, no, I'm done doing that. I'm this age and I feel like I want to move past that now. Your friends will try to pull you back in because you're the giver of the group, if this is your case. And once you stand up for yourself and say, look, this is how I feel. I'm not going to repeat it. This is the last time I'm going to say it. It's my life and this is where I'm going and this is what I'm doing. Or you just keep it all silent. I'm not doing that over there anymore. Okay, 5 of Michael. The situation doesn't serve you. Let's see. Can we move this up here? Come on. Okay. 5 of Michael. The situation doesn't serve you. Stop and reconsider if the actions you're planning are worth your time and energy. You may very well win the day, but there is a strong possibility that there won't be much to celebrate in the end. Ask your angels if there are other, more uplifting paths you might follow. There is a lot of negative energy coming from the people involved in this situation that doesn't match your vibration. Archangel Michael can help you vacuum away all that negativity. Consider releasing your attachment to the outcome as too draining. Make more optimistic plans, even if things didn't turn out the way you'd hope. Value what you've learned and try again with your improved information. Additional meanings: negative thinking, wasted energy, a need for greater self-awareness. So, some people are really lucky to have learned a lot of lessons young. I was trying to explain to my daughter that she learned a lot through living with me and her dad, and how we weren't getting along. And the sad thing is, she says that she's suffering from some sort of depression or anxiety over it. So that's going to be her healing process. But she's learned a lot of lessons without having to do the lesson. You know what I mean? She's seen how two people just didn't get along. And it took a lot to separate from that. And you know, it takes two to tangle, you know. So a lot of people have a lot of pain from growing up. And some things you just never get over, but you have to learn how to work through it. And you have to learn how to manage it. And you have to learn how to repair it. Whatever that means for you, it's going to be different for everybody. Knight of Ariel, there's so much to be accomplished. Make a plan that is methodical and see every detail. Slow and steady wins the race. You may decide it's time to find a better job. Business matters take precedence over emotional ones in this situation. Angels are watching over you right now, so think big. A person of great kindness and understanding, someone with your very best interest at heart. Loyalty, trustworthy, funny, creative, ecologically minded, maybe a vegetarian or vegan. Additional meanings: renewed action, wise investment, being watched over by someone kind. So I think I talked about your mind, body, and soul, and detoxing. So that's sort of related to that. And God will bring the right people in your path. And, you know, not always can we trust right away sometimes, but sometimes we we meet someone and for some reason we say, oh, this person's like my best friend. I just met him or her and I just feel so energetically connected to them, right? So that happens sometimes. And if you believe in past lives other than this life, then you could probably say that's someone from your past life. So for me to believe about past lives, I've seen on YouTube where these little kids will say, my real mommy. And it turns out that they'll take the kid to some place of history, and they'll say, oh, over here it had to do with like the Egyptian times. Oh, this is where I lived. Over here was a garden. And then they did the research and there was actually a garden there before. And the kid said like his mom and dad's name, and it just really resonated that this kid knew what his past life was, at least one of them. So when you hear those kind of things, you know, people tend to believe that the kid is having, you know, what do they call their little friends that are the ghost? Only they can see them, but in the child's reality, it's real. And my husband's one nephew, he almost died when he was a baby. It turned out that he had baby diabetes, but they didn't know it. And thank God they were living on the East Coast, right near E.I. DuPont. And they brought him there, and they were able to get him all settled and squared away. But he almost died. But he used to tell his grandma, Mom, look, there's an angel up there. And he'd point in the corner. Or he would tell his mom or his uncle, look, Uncle Chris, there's an angel up there. So he saw angels. So it's not the kid's imagination. It's their spiritual, what they see. And I've actually had my mom come to me after she passed away. So as far as people coming from the other side, I believe that because I experienced it. So moving forward, we got King of Raphael. There we go. Yes, it is safe to trust. You have the ability to accomplish great things at this time. Indulge any longing you may have to create art or music. Lend a hand to those around you who need assistance. Expect to meet someone you can really trust who is driven by the heart. Wise and heartfelt advice really makes a difference. A warm and generous person who understands human nature. Someone who takes romantic relationships and close friendships very seriously. A humanitarian, honorable, refined, chivalrous, highly regarded. Additional meanings. A patron of the arts, a peacemaker, a father or father figure, an interest in the healing arts. It is safe to trust. Next we have the Eight of Michael. You can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation. Eight of Michael. You can be free. You may feel as though you're trapped in your situation, but that is an illusion. You have to look past your fears and open your eyes to the opportunities. The ways to freedom may scare you due to a lack of confidence, but you can ask your angels for courage. Soon you'll find that You're much stronger than you realized. Commit to changing your circumstances and then believe in your ability to move forward. Lack of confidence is one's own power, not seeing things clearly, self-sabotaging. So I can tell you that for me, when I sat up in my bed and I said the words, "All right, God, I'm ready to take the leap of faith." That when you make that statement, that allows God to kind of interfere with your free will, right? Because you're saying, "God, I'm ready to take the leap of faith. Help me," right? God allows everybody the free will. So if you're ready to make the move from your heart space, "God, I'm ready to take the leap of faith. I'm ready to follow you. I'm ready to trust you. I know you've always been there for me. I've seen it in the past. I've had time to review a lot of my life during these past, whatever, few weeks, few months, few years, and I'm ready to make a change." That's how it happened for me anyways. And if it could happen for me, I'm sure that God would be there and have you have it that way as well. 7, the Chariot. Determination and self-control. Archangel Metatron. Major Arcana. And it's a 7. The Chariot is an indicator of great determination and willpower. You may feel uncertainty regarding your situation, but you need to have no fear. When this card is present, it's your confirmation from Archangel Metatron that you have what it takes. Step out of your comfort zone and charge bravely ahead with joy and confidence. A great leap forward is coming your way. It will take balance, self-control, and hard work, but you're ready for the task at hand. Public recognition for your success is sure to come. Allow yourself to feel pride in what you accomplish. Additional meanings: career advancement, diligence, calm control over equally important but conflicting goals. Get it? Calm control over equally important but conflicting goals. Archangel Metatron oversees the Merkaba, or Metatron's cube. This magical creation is also called the Chariot of God and is displayed on the front of the chariot depicted on this card. Focus on the image of the Merkaba and then call upon Metatron when you have a desire you wish to see come to fruition. He can help you manifest a successful result in record time. Okay. We're at 53 minutes. 2, 4, 6, 8. We have 8 cards still. Okay, next we have 9 of Ariel. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. The 9 of Ariel, she's beautiful, she's strong, she's wise. She has a rainbow right near her. Her horse is beautiful and white, and it's a unicorn. Your dreams are fulfilled. You've worked hard, and now it's time to enjoy the finer things in life. You've acted with wisdom and been very cautious to ensure you make only the best choices. Your self-reliance has paid off. Now you have the opportunity to relax and enjoy life because you've earned it. You find spending time alone to be a very enriching and gratifying experience. There is a peace and a well-being you only find in the quiet of your own thoughts. Now it's time to pursue spiritual interest as you continue to evolve and grow. Additional meanings: contentment, the beautiful things in life, retreating from the real world, home improvement, and redecorating. Next, we have the 3 of Michael. Release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. So it kind of feels like somebody's like on a seesaw. 1 minute they're up and 1 minute they're down. 1 minute they're in, 1 minute they're out. 1 minute they're on the left, 1 minute they're on the right. Sometimes they're right in the middle, right? So it's a matter of being sure of yourself, and I guess it does take a while, especially when you're changing like your whole life around, right? But if you have the right people around you and the right support, and you know, when it's from the heart, how can you go wrong? That's how I feel. But sometimes they do tell you to seek logic over your heart. So let me move forward. You will grow from this situation. When challenging events occur, it's important to take time to heal. You do not have to do it alone. Ask your angels, guides, or human friends for assistance. Forgive everyone involved, including yourself, for actions or choices you may see as having been unkind or in error. Time truly does heal all wounds. Ask your angels and guides to help you see the reason for the situation in your life. A new perspective could allow you to view things in a different light. Know that you'll become a stronger person over time because of this challenge. Additional meanings. Time to release the past, disharmony, heart conditions. So if you have a broken heart, just know that maybe whatever it is was not meant to be. Or maybe it was meant to be, but just for a season. King of Michael. Principled, rational, ambitious, respected. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. King of Michael. Speak your mind with confidence. This situation calls for honest and open communication. If you're uncertain what to do, then hire an expert. While wisdom and objectivity are important now, do not forget to weigh the emotional aspects of the situation. Make sure your actions are of the highest integrity. A person who commands great respect is known for being completely fair. Someone who communicates very professionally, principled, rational, ambitious, diplomatic. Additional meanings: equality, getting right to the point. Someone who may be emotionally unavailable. So I guess if you're on the side of logic and you want to just stick to the principles, then maybe you would be considered not emotionally available. Okay, next, Major Arcana, Decision, Archangel Jophiel. Release yourself from that which holds you back. So maybe someone leaves and then gets pulled back in and they end up being in the same situation. I always say, I never go back, because it just seems like things get worse. It's kind of like you're giving them the okay to treat you a certain way. And especially when you're not being heard, you know, if you're trying to express, these are the reasons why I feel the way I do, the way that you come at me, the way that you talk to me, the way that when you apologize, it doesn't really sound like you're really sorry, because you're just saying it like to appease me. You know, all those things really matter. And if they don't matter with the person that you're living with, that you're investing in, why would you want to stay? Why would you want to just, you know, I mean, I could see it. You leave and then all of a sudden they become Mr. and Mrs. Very Nice, right? Oh, I'm sorry about yesterday. You know, I'm sorry I acted that way, you know, and then you come back in, you forgive them, you give them a second chance, and then they go and do the same thing. But it seems like they waste less time getting to that point. So if before they would go run the streets, after an argument, they'd stay home for a week. And then when you leave and come back, then then they just go and do it anyways. It could be 5 days a week. It could be 7 days a week. And you're sitting at home waiting because you're trying to make this relationship work when there's only one person making it work, right? So it was just an example. Yes, I am someone who lived through that. And it was a hard thing to learn. And I learned it. And I learned it because I had to learn it. I never wanted my daughter to think that everything was okay the way things were going. And believe me, now she's 28, she gets it. Okay, 15, decision, Archangel Jophiel. You are being called to break free of anything that is holding you back. Archangel Jophiel can help you release any feelings of helplessness or fear that are creating a sense of entrapment. The good news is that the limitations that you perceive as hindering your progress are self-created and therefore can be uncreated. You can free yourself with the help of God and the angels. Negative thinking can keep you from moving in the direction of your heart's desire. Ask Archangel Jophiel to keep your thoughts flowing in a positive direction. Allow your spiritual wings to carry you away to the life of your dreams. I love the way that sounded when I said that. It was like wings were growing and it was carrying you away to the perfect future that you have been dreaming of. Okay, a focus on material possessions, overspending, a need to detox, a lack of self-confidence, unnecessary worry. Archangel Jophiel is known as the Angel of Beauty. She can help you see the positive in any situation. She is also known to visit people via the scent of roses. So if you smell this fragrance, know that she is assisting you in that moment. Ask Archangel Jophiel for guidance whenever you need to be able to see the way clear to freedom and joy. So 15 decisions. Next, we have 3 of Ariel. Do what you love. Three of Ariel. Do what you love. It's important to follow your passions and do your very best work. There is great talent and skill present. The task at hand can be a joyful experience and may bring recognition or financial rewards. This is a time of great personal growth in your area or artistic endeavors. Working with others in a happy, cooperative manner is important. Get the input of those around you, but don't be afraid to confidently share your ideas. Additional meanings: a labor of love, being paid to be creative, awareness of your potential, being a mentor. Next is the 10 of Ariel. There is so much to be grateful for. Now you have it all. There is so very much to be grateful for. You've been financially successful and no longer worry about money. There is a richness to living, and it's all because of how diligently you've worked to get to where you are. Your family life has become one of the greatest blessings in your life. You may define family as your birth family, or perhaps you have a chosen family with bonds that are just as strong or stronger. There is a great love and support around you. You understand what really matters, and from that knowledge comes peace. Additional meanings of this card: happily ever after, community, family trees, long-term investments. Next, we have the 4 of Michael. Insights that come from quiet meditation. 4 of Michael. It's time to take a break. The situation you find yourself in will not benefit from more action on your part at this moment. Step back, let it go, It would probably be best not to even think about it for a little while. Resist the urge to challenge those who disagree with you. The key to successful solution is likely to arise from meditation or the unexpected epiphanies that come while on a quiet walk. Are you getting enough sleep? If you've been ill, make sure you take all the time necessary for a full recovery. Additional meanings: make time for yourself, take a vacation, pursue spiritual activities, seek relief from stress. So a spiritual activity could be rock climbing. If you like to do hikes and stuff, it's a way to be out in the fresh air. Hopefully it's a beautiful day. Maybe it's a little bit cloudy, so it's not all sunlight, but you can feel the sun beating down on you. You have your hat with the big brim on it, with your sunglasses and your hiking boots and your shorts. And you have your little backpack filled with all your little snacks and little containers of water. And you might even have like a little radio where you can listen to music as you're going along, or it could be complete silence. So it's just a way of being out there in nature. Okay, next we have the 10 of Michael. Let's see. Okay, 10 of Michael. It's finally over. A situation has ended and you are finally free. You probably saw this time coming and have been welcoming it. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. It's possible that you'll have a sense of sadness, but this card more often brings with it a great sense of relief. If you've been struggling, the worst is now over. Let go of what you've been holding on to. Have faith that your angels will walk with you into the beauty of a brand new dawn. Additional meanings: pushing too hard, putting the past behind you, freeing oneself of a dependency. Okay, so let's get to the cards. I'll separate them real quick. Let's see. Well, I hope that you found some good information from this reading. And I hope you enjoyed the extra discussions. It's always nice to hear people not going through, like bad situations, but, going through bad situations and coming out, and getting the healing that you need and the direction. And, you realize who's for you and who's not for you. And those things you shouldn't ignore, because if you ignore it and say, oh, that's just so-and-so, and if you allow them to continue to be in your life when you know they've done you wrong, then, you're kind of just sort of asking for them to be around for the next time you're really looking to have someone to give you some good support, some good advice, and then you find out that you were foolish to let them stay in your life. And you can always just love them at a distance and not even share what you're going through, because I just find that sometimes people have to display that their life's better than yours for whatever reason. And I'm not a judgmental person like that. And I don't think really anybody's life is better. Everybody's life comes with challenges. Okay, so this is what we have for the court cards. We have King of Michael, King of Raphael, and the Knight of Ariel. Okay, so now we have one ace, we have 3 threes. The one we're missing is the 3 of Raphael. We have 2 4s, 4 of Michael and 4 of Raphael. We have 1 5 of Michael. We have 1 6, Major Arcana, the Lovers. And we have 3 7s, Major Arcana, the Chariot, 7 of Michael and 7 of Raphael. We have 2 8s, 8 of Michael and 8 of Raphael. We have 3 9s, Major Arcana, 9, the Epiphany card, and 9 of Ariel and 9 of Michael. So you can do 999. What else was there? 333, 777. Yeah, 3 7s. 333, 777, 999. 10, we have 10 of Ariel and 10 of Michael. And then we have 15, 16, and 19 Major Arcanas. That's the end of our reading. I hope it was enlightening for you. I hope you found value in it. I really appreciate your time. I'm sending you love, light, peace, joy, and harmony, and healing. God bless you all. And please like, share, and subscribe for the algorithm of the channel. See you on the next time. God bless. Aloha. Bye-bye.